afternoon. Welcome to our Camnet Midday News, and my name is Amazing Katamanda. The headlines: LUBINDA geared for court proceedings in his corruption case. Government exhibits police inconsistency on street vending.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the...
She has so much data.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
It's your wonderful day to celebrate life with a beautiful smile. Another year has gone by. The future looks bright. Keep all your worries aside. It's your day. I wanna sing joyful songs, and I put my heart in this little song.
To my lovely and faithful wife, Victoria Monongwe Chilwa. As your husband, I just want to wish you a happy 60th birthday. We've been through a lot together, but your faith in God, your principles in life have been a source of encouragement to me, your children, your grandchildren. I just want to say, may God continue to bless you, watch over your life, and keep you. May the Lord make you live longer in this life. I just want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Vicky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you. You were born for greatness, and may the Lord watch over your soul. I love you, and God richly bless you. Amen.
Happy birthday to you, my love. Happy birthday, darling. You're my God's precious blessing. I promise you to be with you for the rest of my life. I wish for you love and happiness, with my heart filled with gladness. I wanna wish you happy birthday, my love.
Thank you for staying with us, and now the news in detail. Patriotic Front acting President Given LUBINDA has challenged the judiciary and the state to prepare evidence for the corruption case leveled against him. Addressing the media Tuesday morning, Mr. LUBINDA says he does not want to see the tendency of adjournments when the matter comes before the courts of law.
The opposition Patriotic Front has charged that it is not shaken following the continued arrests of its members. Monday, 21st March 2022, the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, arrested and charged Patriotic Front PF acting President Given LUBINDA for corruption involving more than $539,000 US. Mr. LUBINDA, who recently dared law enforcement wings to pounce on them if they have cases to answer, says what is happening is tantamount to denting the image of the former ruling party, claiming that charges conferred on him are baseless.
The statement made yesterday by ACC is nothing but malicious. Extremely malicious. And I'll explain why. Number one, they have given me property which I don't own. I do not own $539,000. No, sir, I don't own it. At least not that $539,000 they're giving me. I don't own it. They say I have a house in Kingsland. I don't own any house in Kingsland.
Mr. LUBINDA since predicted that more of their members will be arrested and has since challenged the state to prepare a strong case against him to avoid what he termed as unnecessary delays.
And please, I want to appeal to the judiciary. Over this matter on the 21st of April, let's start. Sinifuna vakuti magistrate adwala like what is happening with Mumbipiri. No. Please line up 3-4 major streets in reserve. Uina Kadwala, number 2 must come. 21st of April, let's start. And please, Anti-Corruption Commission, DPP, prepare your case. Sinifuna 21st April tikaenda. No, the state is not ready. No. You effected an arrest yesterday. You arrested me yesterday. You are ready. So 21st April, let's go.
And when asked about being crybabies, considering that the fight against corruption has been handled in a similar manner by past administrations, Mr. LUBINDA had this to say.
So please don't refer to us as crybabies. We are not. We are not crybabies. Our concern and the concern of society is that all of us, for as long as we are associated with PF, were painted with the same brush. All of us are thieves. Who hasn't been questioned? Who?
And Mr. LUBINDA said the party has been vindicated following the ruling passed by the Constitutional Court on PF members of Parliament who were suspended by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, for having their seats nullified by the High Court.
That the PF members of Parliament whose seats were nullified by the High Court but appealed should remain in Parliament. And this is a ruling of the Constitutional Court.
Patrick Soko, Camnet News in Lusaka.
Street vendors in Lusaka Central Business Street vendors in Lusaka Central Business District have continued to occupy unauthorized trading spaces despite the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development recently demanding that they leave the streets. Local Government Minister Gary Nkombo has alleged that this was one of the ways of restoring sanity in the Central Business District.
Year after year, street vending has remained a major topic in the informal sector, but the problem has prevailed, an indicator that no permanent solution has been found for the same. 3 months after street vendors were told to vacate the streets by Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Mr. Gary Nkombo, the business has come back across all streets in Lusaka in full swing. A check by Camnet News Tuesday morning also revealed that this has in turn resulted in filth around the CBD, as street vendors do not have proper methods of waste disposal near their stands. Sanitation concerns have also been arising, as street vendors do not have formal toilets that are found in marketplaces. The vendors, however, insist that they will continue coming back to the streets as they have no other means of survival for their families and no marketplaces to trade from.
Market yenene kuti tigurisire momani kulipana market yenene ametiza gurisira momaona so ifunika so chapi mbona kusako tunshaba ni kurodi kutama yadi yensa una ko tunshaba agulako ari yense mosi ana maona so mara pamena zamba ko tatipisha mna mu street tisaenda kuti tisata mangira kuti manje ndrama zavuta so batiranga nire kwa tikire ko chenzeru chabe atisiako mu street tizigurisa uko kweta tukwe so mwandi ni uteko bakutubuka tupisha mu musebo batu kufuaira ko market ko kubanza ko bakatuwa bantu ngata batu bisha tatoka mone ba kulishaba ero kaita twetwe kwa bana ngukumo so abo bale foto ntonga kusha muso batu belele ko kumse awo tena pyanga na sata daily yo ngoma pyanga mwebele kirina kwevu ni makirina.
Union leaders in the trading sector, among them Lusaka Union of Marketeers Secretary General Mr. Moffat Mangoni, have been calling for vacant market spaces to be identified and new markets created as one way of phasing out the trend.
If they can facilitate a platform where we can work together and identify and audit some empty spaces in these markets, it will be very easy to mop out the street vending and put them into the right position. So the only problem is that we are pleading with the government to identify the stakeholders like the second of marketeers to work with so that this problem can be sorted out.
Stakeholders in this sector argue that it is only when this is done that policies on street vending will be effective, as the current status of chasing them off the streets will remain ineffective without finding alternatives for these entrepreneurs. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The United Party for National Development UPND Deputy Youth Spokesperson Phineas Pomolo has called for the patience with the new administration on construction of roads. Addressing members of the press in Western Province Tuesday morning, Mr. Pomolo says allegations from the opposition political party that the new administration has failed in the construction of roads are unfounded.
Going around the provinces, showing the bad states of the roads, and he's blaming the UP and the government over the bad state of the roads, forgetting that Ambassador Mwamba and the PF, they have been in government for the past 10 years, and they were learning the propaganda machines that PF embarked on a massive road construction across the country. And you can just imagine the level of a person of Mwamba's caliber, whereby forgetting that these are some people who are learning the propaganda machine of PF, saying that the PF have brought massive infrastructure development here in Zambia. But it's the same person who is going around now to show the bad states of the roads here in our country. And those bad state of the road, they were left by PF. PF was in government for 10 years. The Zambian people gave the PF administration an opportunity to govern this country for 10 years. And we have been given the opportunity as UPND to govern this country for 5 years. And we have only been in government for 7 months.
The government has urged the opposition Patriotic Front to stop politicizing the death of the fourth Republican President, Lupia Banda. Ministry of Information and Media Director spokesperson Tawakawana was reacting to PF Acting Secretary General Nixon Chilangwa's statement claiming that the late president was not evacuated for medical attention.
Patriotic Front should stop playing politics in as far as the welfare, illness and subsequent demise of the late President Lupia Banda is concerned. We say so because we take great notice of what the PF Secretary General, Mr. Nixon Chilangwa, said, insinuating that the president or the late president died in his house and was not evacuated by government. We want to make it very clear that this government will not divulge personal medical information about any of its citizens, and that includes the late president. However, suffices to state that the late president was accorded a befitting send-off, and even when it came to issues of evacuation, he was given the treatment that is deserving of a former president, and he was evacuated when time arose, and he was also brought back when time arose, and even going to an extent of using the presidential Challenger jet to transport the former head of state. So we want to urge the PF to continue on the path and join the rest of the nation of respecting the former head of state even in his death, and avoid politicizing and scandalizing things that are necessary. They must desist from making such reckless and careless comments that may continue to injure the feelings of the family of the late president. Let us allow the family to mourn in peace. Let us allow the soul of our former president to rest in peace.
This brings us to the end of our midday news, but before we go, let's take a look at the headlines once again. LUBINDA geared for court proceedings in his corruption case. government exhibits police inconsistency on street vending. Thank you for joining us on our Camnet Midday News. My name is Amazing Katamanda. Good afternoon.